Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today we have an NBA slate for you that is 9 games. Before I get started, can you guys smash that like and subscribe button? It really does help the channel a lot. I really do appreciate it. This slate is going to be kind of rough. There's not a ton of great options on the slate. I do have a couple of good options in my core plays here on this, but overall, this slate is kind of rough. There is a bunch of questionable tags, as per usual in the NBA lately, and that could definitely open up some value, but right now, this is what we got. So let's get an injury report. For the 76ers, they're at full strength. For the Hornets, Washington is questionable. Ball and Williams is out. For the Hawks, Hunter is questionable and Johnson is out. For the Cavs, Mobley and Garland are out. For the Bulls, Caruso is questionable and Levine is out. For the Heat, Bam and Hero are out. For the Pacers, Halliburton is questionable. Smith out and Nimhard out. For the Timberwolves, Edwards is questionable. For the Nets, Simmons, Walker, and Smith Jr. are out. For the Warriors, Green is suspended. For the Thunder, they're at full strength. For the Nuggets, Caldwell Pope is out. For the Mavs, Curry is questionable. Kyrie Irving, Green, and Kleber are out. For the Trailblazers, Williams is out. For the Jazz, Clarkson, Collins, George, Samanik, and Sensabaugh are out. For the Kings, Fox is questionable and Lynn is out. And for the Knicks, Robinson is out. For the Clippers, Paul George and Plumlee, Paul George is questionable and Plumlee is out. So we have a lot of injury tags on this one. So let's go ahead and get into the plays we do like today. We do have a few core plays, been Donovan Mitchell, Colin Sexton, and Karis LeVert. So I'm just going to go through these real quick here and give you a good estimation of what I like today. So we're going to start with Donovan Mitchell, as he is a core play here. He's played very well with guys out for Cleveland, and this is a huge up-tempo game for the Cavs, who tend to play a little bit slower. He has some really great upside in this matchup. He's also pretty good price still, even though he's priced about as high as he's been most of the season. But he's in a great spot here. Sorry about that. He looks like a really good option on the slate, and he has a lot of potential for a huge game. Then we'll look at Sexton here for Utah. Now, he's been into the starting lineup the last couple of games. He's played very well. His price has come up, but he's still cheap enough to, in a plus matchup here against Sacramento, where he looks like a very good option. With all the guys out, he's getting a ton of opportunity and has all sorts of high usage as a result. We'll also look at Karis LeVert for Cleveland. Now, he didn't play a few games until the last two, and both those last two games are against Boston, but the last game he really did show up. With guys out for Cleveland, he gets a lot of upside as he'll get a ton of minutes. His floor sometimes is a little bit low, but in these types of situations, he has a really good upside, and this matchup also benefits him a lot. So I really do like him here. Another guy I like for Cleveland is Jared Allen. Now, he's been very inconsistent, but with Mobley out, he should have some good upside potential, and this matchup is definitely a favorable one. He was kind of close to being a core play, but his floor is a little bit too low for me to be super confident about him. Not only that, but there's a lot of good opportunities at the center position today. So looking at Joker next, he's been playing very well. He had a couple off games, though, against Chicago and when he got suspended, but pretty much the only way you can, or, double technical, but pretty much the only way you can stop Joker from 5xing at this price point is for the refs to get involved and to suspend him or to give him technicals for no reason. So he's definitely a huge option on the slate. Super expensive, going to be hard to roster unless more value opens up, but he's definitely in play on the slate. Looking at Talon Horton Tucker for Utah, he has some good upside as his minutes should be back up to around 30 now. His price is a little bit high, but I do think he's a viable option here in an up-tempo game against the Kings. I do expect him to play a lot of minutes and have some good potential in this one, especially with so many guys out for them. Though he does carry some risk because he has a very low floor. Luka Doncic is also in play. There's a lot of really good expensive plays today, and Luka's one of them. He's played very well lately. His price is high, but with Kyrie Irving out, he gets all the usage he can handle, and he's been being a fantasy dominator so far, so I can look to continue looking at him as a good option, and especially a plus matchup against Portland. Then we're going to look at Joel Embiid. He's also just been a dominating force for Philly, and he gets a really favorable matchup here against Charlotte Hornets. He has been over 60 fantasy points and a bunch of games. I think they're 9 straight games, so he really does look like a good option on the slate, and he has really high upside. And then Shea Alexander has just been one of the best players for Oklahoma City all season long. He does have a tough matchup against Denver, but that really hadn't slowed him down at all so far this year. He's been pretty much good in every single game with the exception of a couple. So I look for him to continue to have absolutely hot metric size usage and have all sorts of fantasy potential. He's been over 30 points in 4 straight games as well, so that really even boosts him even more. So with that said, guys, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Hopefully some value opens up as we go. No college basketball today. The slates are all sorts of crazy, and there's NFL and stuff like that. I will have a video later today for the NFL for tomorrow on the 10-game slate, so keep in mind for that. So have a nice day, guys.